Today's July 22nd. I'm here with the Elizabeth Parents Students Care Group for the first meeting in Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Welcome everybody to the first edition of the Elizabeth View. We'll be discussing issues that affect our children and the Elizabeth School District. I want to tell you a little bit about Elizabeth Parents and Students Care. We are an advocacy group collaborating to address systemic issues in our schools and to help create educational accountability. I'll introduce myself first and then we'll go down the line. My name is Christina Morera. I've lived in Elizabeth for over 25 years. I have 2 children who attend the school system, and I founded the page with concerns about first with standardized testing, and then I came to meet some of these wonderful people through going through board meetings, and we decided to start a group to help bring parents together to address some issues with the school system.
Hi, I'm Patty Vaughan, lifelong resident of Elizabeth. Taught in the Elizabeth Public School System for 31 years. I've always known that change was needed. Happened to bump into these amazing women, and hopefully together we can make some really important changes for the kids in Elizabeth.
Hi, my name is Maria Lorenz. I am a mom of 2 special needs children also in this district. Also through attending board meetings, I've come to meet Christina and Patty. And I joined this group, and now we're 1,000 members strong. Congratulations, Christina.
Yes.
Congratulations to all of us for a good job. And we hope to gain some more of your membership, and also here to address issues, not just for special needs, but for all.
Hi, my name is Laura Rico, and I have 2 students at the Elizabeth Public School System. I am also a lifelong member of the Elizabeth, a resident of Elizabeth, and yes, attending board meetings. I have come to meet these wonderful ladies, and we're just here to address issues and concerns, and hopefully you'll be able to give us some of yours, and we can work together to address those as well.
Okay, so we're going to talk about why it's important to come to board meetings. One of the reasons that I became involved with attending a board meeting was because of the park testing and the school's reluctance to advise parents that they had a right to refuse the park test. I was trying to find out board policy on it and things of that nature, and so I figured the best way to do it is to attend a board meeting and address the board members directly. And then when I was there, I met Maria Lorenz there and listened to what she had to say about special needs, and I realized, well, there's a lot of issues that need to be addressed, and that's when then I continued to attend the board meetings, not only for the park testing, but to also listen to other issues and concerns that other parents had to see how, we can kind of help each other. Because, I saw she was very passionate about what she was discussing, and I was like, well, I think I went up to her and I was like, I'll do whatever I can to help you, just tell me what you need. And that's when I started to kind of think, if parents had like a central location where they can go and, put their concerns and find other people that have the same issues, because I think sometimes we think that we're the only ones that have an issue, so we don't even bother with it because it seems like very overwhelming to go to board meetings and address the board. But if we do it together as a group, I think it gets us heard and it gets more accomplished.
Yeah.
I agree.
Maria, you want to talk about why you started?
Absolutely. Well, I've been speaking at board meetings for about a year now. And at first it was me and another parent who would join me in some of our speeches because we both had special needs children. And it just got to the point where I felt like our concerns were falling on deaf ears. So I started doing some digging and I started looking at some statistics, and I saw that this was a bigger systemic issue. The more parents I talked to, we kept seeing that how rights were violated, how we weren't being treated the same as typical kids were being treated. So I took it upon myself to not just talk about my own child, but to include every other child that's out there that may be going through the same situation. And I encourage everyone out there, if you can, to possibly even just go there. You don't need to speak if you don't feel like it, or if you don't want to, if you feel uncomfortable. But do bring these issues out to light and do start showing up so that they see that it's not just a group of 5 or 6 people or even 10 that are going, but that there is a crowd that is really paying attention, that's watching, and that we're also watching them as well. I know that from some of the videos that have probably been posted on YouTube, it may seem a little bit discouraging to see some of the commissioners who are disrespectful and who heckle, but we are still here. We're not going anywhere. However, we do have the power to vote them out and get them out every November election.
That's absolutely
So I encourage everyone out there to please get out, rock your vote, voice your concerns, and if you feel uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to join our Facebook page of Elizabeth Parent and Students Cares, and you can even inbox Christina personally, and if you don't want to be disclosed, then we will go ahead and speak to those issues, but we also need your support physically to also be there as well. Thank you so much.
And I think that's a good point, is that I think the Board of Education as a group thinks that it's just the 12 of us. They've made mention that it's just those bunch of girls that have issues, and I think that they only see us there. I mean, at times it's a whole empty room with just like a handful of us there. So I know that for myself, I was pretty much able to get my daughter opted out of the park test. So, I mean, I could have been happy with just like, you know what, my daughter's not going to take it and let everybody else worry about themselves. I think it was the whole point of, getting things changed, and advocating for other children and other people who, one, maybe can't speak the language, are afraid of maybe saying something because they're afraid of retaliation, against their kids. So we kind of have to change our way of thinking and try to come together to address the issues instead of saying, let that person handle their own issues.
Well, I think it's also holding them accountable for
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
they're doing and making sure that you're present in your child's education and making
Right.
sure that they see you and they know that you're gonna be there to watch every step that they make, every choice that they make, and make sure that that's the right choice for your child. And if you're not there, they're doing whatever they want.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a lot of us go because of that.
Right, and I think that's been the case at the Board of Education where, they've kind of been flying under the radar, passing things without people knowing what was going on or nobody there to contest it. And this is why I think things have escalated to the point that they have where, we start looking and digging around in board policies and stuff, and we're just like, how the heck did this get passed, But because nobody said anything, and so if nobody holds them accountable, then they're just gonna do what they feel that they should do, So.
And community members are crucial to what happens. If you're a businessman, it's crucial to the education to have students who are graduating from Elizabeth High with all the skills that they need so that they can come and work in the community so that you don't have to retrain them. And it's crucial for everybody to know what's going on in our schools, because if your schools aren't good, then people are going to leave the city, and that's not good for the communities in the city. It's not good for the tax base in the city. And you have to be there, and you have to be involved, and it's a couple hours once a month, but it's also a very unique learning experience too, to see how things happen, what happens, and there's power in numbers as well. One person never gets it done. It's always people who join together to make it happen, and please come and join us.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I think that when I first attended, I was very nervous and very scared to get up there. It was my first experience. But once you get up there and you say what you have to say, and there will be other people there who will support you or help you or encourage you if you feel like you want to speak. But if you feel like you don't want to speak, you can still come and sit there and support those of us who do. And voice your concerns if you don't feel like you want to get up there and put yourself up on a podium. but I think it's important to attend is what we're asking. Let them know that yes, the community is interested. We want to know what's going on, and we're going to hold you accountable. And I think that's what's most important, and that's why we're always trying to get people to attend the board meetings. because you know we all lead busy lives. We're all moms. We all have, well, not all of us, but we're all moms of fur babies. But you know, we all work. We all have to run our kids to, you know, soccer and this and that and the other thing. But you know, we can carve out a little bit of time once a month to try to attend these board meetings. And you know, sometimes it feels like the Board of Education is kind of making it a little difficult for parents and community members to attend when they constantly cancel meetings at the last minute and reschedule it for odd times. And I think probably what they're trying to do is discourage people from attending, and that's when we really need to go, because you know, we need to know what's going on. We need to know what policies are being passed and what issues are being addressed.
So tune in next time to the Elizabeth View, where we'll be discussing topics of concerns of all parents and educators and teachers and professionals. And we'll also be discussing the woman with the wig, Ms. Paloma Levin Rodriguez, who actually sits in the crowd and wears a wig. And we'll give a more detailed explanation of how that came to be. And as of right now, I have noticed my 3 minutes is up. Thank you until next time.
Thank you.